Green Lanterns number 47, Tim Seeley writing, V. Kenneth Marion on the art. This is the final part of this arc of Jessica being in the Power Ring, and the whole dealing with her past, and Simon getting in to rescue her. Constantine's outside with the Justice League. Everything's going on.
And it also doubles as the final of the run.
It now doubles as the final of the run, yes. And also neatly kind of finally fulfills the foreshadowing from Jeff Johns' final issue, Green Lantern 20 from New 52.
Which I'm glad they're dealing with, because we can get past it now.
Yeah.
Because again, I get dogmatic about continuity, and Jeff says it's going to happen, so it has to happen.
And it's happened.
So we can get past it and put Jessica with Starfire and be my new favorite Justice League team.
Out in the
I'm down for
Odyssey.
that.
Yeah. No, I thought this was pretty solid. Simon talking Jess down, kind of making her realize that no, the reason why you could have sunk into the Power Ring before, but you didn't. You chose compassion and love and the good memories of your friends, and your will overcame it. You overcame that. That's why you've bonded with your ring like no one else has. That's why the ring has an attitude. It's why it has a personality, because you did that. Which of course is leading into the next story, because the final page is Hal Jordan being sent by the Guardians to, hey, this ring's getting out of control. This is not allowed.
The AI has been altered, and that's not allowed.
Because when that happens, Guardians die, and I hate the Guardians, and just, God, I hate those little blue bastards.
Just some casual blue racism from Matt.
Oh no, that's the point though, right? Like, we're not supposed to look at the Guardians and be like, yeah, they're making the right choices. It's always like, no, they're screwing things up, and they continue to screw things up.
Yeah, usually they're kind of like it's almost like a critique of politics. Like, they're the politicians who are meddling at the top without really understanding or considering the real implications of what they're doing. That's really what they are. So
yeah, I like the stuff with Constantine here, just with her sister.
Yeah,
I thought that was all pretty fun, because Singularity Jane sucks up all the rest of the Justice League, and more allusions to her being Satan. Talking about the apple.
Yeah,
the tree.
Because I they feed on the apple, then I feed on them, but no one's actually been in the garden for a long time, so I had to come knocking elsewhere.
I also like the idea that she's been around so long that she just accepted. It's kind of like in Phantoms, where the creature believes that Satan.
Are we talking about the Ben Affleck movie from 1986?
Yeah, Affleck was a bomb in Phantom, Joe.
This is such a deep
where's
pull.
that going this week?
I don't know. This is such a deep reference to something that should be forgotten, quite frankly.
It should be, but I like the one thing I remember from that movie outside of Ben Affleck was that when they face the creature at the end, it's so old it believes itself to be evil itself. So I like the idea of Singularity Jane. Maybe she's not actual Satan, or maybe she is the idea that spawned the stories of it.
Yeah, the inspiration of.
Yeah, but either way, she believes it, and I like that idea. So, and that
was cool.
I hope someone comes in, because I don't think this is last. It seems like they've dealt with her, but
I think she'll come back later. She's trapped in the Power Ring realm with all the fear stuff. So,
no reason we can't pull her out at some point.
Yeah, so she can come back later, but she's shell for now, and I think that's fine. I did laugh a little bit when the Justice League kind of come out of her. When Simon reaches in and pulls them all out. Just the concept of a double-page spread of the entire Justice League coming out of someone's mouth, and you actually have Batman with his grapple out, and Superman's flying out. So it's one of those two-page spreads. One of those two-page spreads of the entire Justice League in motion, flying off to do something, but it's coming out of someone's mouth, and that really made me laugh.
It's a single-page spread, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's a single page, whatever. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, but it's blown up though.
It's a big piece of art. It's not just one little panel. It's a big thing.
No.
And it cracked me up because just the concept of Batman grappling out of someone's mouth just really made me laugh.
That's fair. I did think it was a little weird that we bothered doing that with the Justice League, because it's they only went into her earlier this issue. And then, we'll rescue him now. It felt like we could have had some more time with that.
All right.
Yeah, to me it felt more just to take them off the board rather than anything else. So it's all down to Jessica and Constantine and Simon. That's just
fair.
them.
I feel like it was just because it was in the same issue. I feel like it would have played better for me if that had been the last issue.
Right, okay. I can see what you're
take
saying.
off the board a little bit earlier.
I wouldn't have even just minded if they were all just sort of standing outside, not knowing what to do, and like, you know.
Yeah, like the idea. Well, they can't do anything. They were kind of off the board anyway. That's why they called in Constantine in the first place.
Yeah. I think it's just the idea that Jessica ended up really saving the day, or Simon and Jessica ended up really saving the day. Simon saved her, and then by sort of domino effect, she ended up saving everyone else by overcoming Jane and all the rest of it. No, I enjoyed the end of this arc. I like Jessica like finally kind of like dealing with all this stuff and having her moment. It was nice.
And she can still, anxiety is a fight that people fight every day.
Yeah.
So she can still deal with it and it can still spike and whatnot, but she's learned to manage, and that's the best thing for her. And she's really grown as a character since Rebirth. Like, and I'm glad she's. I don't want to say the best thing to come out of Rebirth, but she's near the top.
Yeah, she's up there.
Her characters.
She's up there.
Yeah.
No, it was a solid conclusion to it. Art is again, it's sort of not necessarily standout amazing, but solid. Right. Works for the issue.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the run as a whole now? This is it.
This 14 issue one. I mean, I wish it was kind of longer. Like I felt like it was supposed to be longer, but for what was essentially a collection of like 3 arcs. I mean, I liked all of them mostly. I think
a lot of it.
The weakest one was maybe some of the places it went with the the daughter on the planet. Like some of the twists in that felt a little bit cheap.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I liked all the stuff with Balthunga, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I liked all that stuff with him.
Introducing Lady Jane.
Jane, and then the stuff with from I'm forgetting all these things. It's been too long now. The bounty hunter from Omega Men, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I had a blast with all that. Yeah. So it's mostly been solid. Like I've liked most of it. It's weird that it ended up just being like a 14-issue run. Like you always kind of hope that when you like a writer on a book that it's going to be a sprawling epic.
I hope he's doing something.
I think it feels a bit of a sudden end to the run. I don't remember this arc felt like it was concluded, but it doesn't feel like that was the end of a run to me. It was like I feel like okay, there was an epilogue of sorts planned in the next 2 issues. Yeah,
now it's someone. I've got a sneaking suspicion though it's still going to be like working off of whatever Seeley had planned for it.
Quite possibly, because usually even though it's only been 3 arcs, there's been a lot of ideas introduced, and it would have been nice just to see some conclusions.
Because it's funny. You could almost say like you'd call it like a weird like sort of fill-in set of arcs right before the next big run starts. But the arcs have actually been doing really important stuff that's relevant to the characters.
That diminishes it a bit much.
But I saw that it'll stand. I mean, at least you'll fit it in one deluxe hardcover. I mean, that's your one.
That's true.
Your one bonus.
True.
So hey, and I think it'll stand as an important part of the Green Lantern's mythos for Jessica and Simon. But hey ho, here's seeing what Jurgens will end up doing. But
I really look forward to that.
Yeah, before we go, ratings. I'll go first, I guess. I think this. I'd probably give this an 8. I think this solid kind of slides in there for me. Matt.
I'm gonna give it 7.5. It was really good, but some things that are a little lacking, but I still enjoy it.
Mine's a 7. It might have been a bit higher if this wasn't the end of the run, but judging it as that as well as just the end of an arc, I think it's a little bit unsatisfying to those points. But it's still pretty good.